been training for 7 years, going from looking like this to looking like this. But it's only been in the past 2 years where I've noticed the biggest difference. And no, it's not from a syringe. So in today's video, I'm gonna go over my top diet and training tips that I have found transform my physique the most. It is sad, but it is true. It is 80% diet, 20% training. So I'm gonna go over some of my grocery staples. This is not everything, but it makes up the vast majority. As you can see, a lot more variety of protein in my diet as opposed to back in the day, it was pretty much just chicken breast and turkey only. The more red meat that I eat, I've noticed my body composition changes for the better. So I like to have some fast fried steak because, you know, who doesn't want some fast finishing meat? Some whole eggs, the usual suspects, egg whites, Greek yogurt. I love some shrimp, lean source of protein, some chicken breast to offset the dark thighs I've been enjoying, and then some turkey sausages, and of course, some cheese. Fruits and vegetables, I feel like we have some sort of a common theme going on here. I'm just not even gonna talk about that. We got some avocados, some apples, because we're all about boosters these days. We got some frozen berries for anabolic ice cream. I love some kale because I always make a big, massive salad every single day. My favorite bread, because it is so macro friendly, you guys have seen it before, is this Betty's bread. For 2 slices, 90 calories. You cannot go wrong. Anabolic French toast is amazing with this stuff too. And I could not keep this as a vacation fling because I liked them so much. I brought these home from the States. I don't know if you can get them in Canada, but these Carb Balance Mission tortilla wraps, the macros are insane. So 60 calories per one with 6 grams of protein. They advertise it as super soft, but it has the opposite effect on me. And of course, rice cakes, one of many cakes in my life and the only one that does provide me some carbs. And then last but not least, some cashew milk. Breakfast today has been inspired by my times in the alleyways of 7-Eleven when I get those whiffs of taquitos, which taquito stands for small tacos. So we are making our own anabolic taquitos at home. So I have 3 of those tortillas I showed you guys earlier, and I put 50 grams of avocado and I spreaded it on the bottom. In the pan right here, we have some egg whites, 1 of the turkey sausages with some red onion and bell pepper. We're gonna add a little bit of the filling to the inside here. Now what we're gonna do is wrap them tight, just like any sausage that you don't trust. You don't wanna end up on mori. We're gonna do 3 of those bad boys. I have the oven preheating at 400 degrees and we're gonna pop them in for 10 minutes. There we go. Now a quick little spray of Pam so it doesn't burn, and it helps it get nice and crispy and golden brown. Our beautiful Mexican blunts are in the oven, and obviously we need something to dip our breakfast logs into. So one thing that I always make is mixing equal parts Greek yogurt with some salsa. So I have 100 grams of Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of salsa, and it makes the most amazing high protein, 0 fat dip that you will ever have. As you can see there, pretty much breakfast spring rolls, nice and crispy. Look at that inside right there. So as always, give it a dip and then put it to my lip. Oh. That is so good. Calories for this dish is a little over 600 calories. I used to be so obsessed with keeping the calories low during the day, going extremely low in fat and saving all of my calories for nighttime. I felt like shit during the day. All I wanted to do was binge. So I found personally, the more even I space my calories out during the day, the less I want to binge and the better my workouts are. You don't have to have a massive meal, but spread it out a little bit more evenly. Don't save it all for nighttime, and you will notice some performance increases. We are at the gym right now. Obviously, the longer that you train, you find out what works for you and what exercises gives you the most results. So with that said, I'm gonna go over my top favorite exercises that I have implemented into my routine and where I have noticed the most muscle growth. The first exercise is the hack squat. So I've actually ditched barbell squatting altogether, but the funny thing is the better and stronger I get on the hack squat, the stronger I am on the barbell squat. So the reason why I like the hack squat over the barbell squat is because you're able to put more volume on your quads and push closer to failure without having to worry about, risking injury, especially on your lower back. One thing that I like to do is add a band to the top of the hack squat, which helps remove the slack out of the bottom of the movement, making the motion just a little bit more fluid. Another thing that I did was I adopted the mindset that leg days are gonna suck and leg days are gonna be challenging. They are unlike any other muscle group to train. They are that thing that if you have 8 reps and you do 8, you actually have 10 in the tank. Exercise number 2 is the Smith machine bench press. My chest, especially my bench press strength, has skyrocketed, and guess what? I haven't been bench pressing. I've just been doing Smith machine bench. Again, very similar to the hack squat. It allows me to push my chest closer to failure because I have the help from the bars on the Smith. I used to be very anti-Smith machine, but if you use this right, it is an amazing tool. If you start doing this, you want to take your time with the setup because it's a fixed range of motion and you can snap your shit up. If you're too high up, your elbows are gonna drive back, your rotator cuffs are gonna be peace out. When you get to the 8th rep on a set of 12 on the Smith machine bench, this is where the Smith machine has its advantages, because if I was on the free weight right now and I felt like I did on that 8th rep, I'd have to rack it. But here you have the extra safety with the bar to help kind of push through and force out those extra 4. A little over a year ago, I did a 1 rep max of a struggling 325. I'm gonna try that right now and see how that looks. Four freaking reps. I think I even surprised myself on that one. I was expecting like 2 or 3. I'm stoked right now. Fuck yeah. And then Kofi did the joke that he forgot to record.
The weights are fake.
Exercise number 3 is the 1-arm dead stop row. I gotta shout out Jeff Alberts from 3DMJ for showing me this one. It is my favorite row of all time. I like to do back rows where it's really hard to cheat the movement, because something like a barbell row, you can progress on that every single week, but then if you look at the form from day 30 to day 1, it's completely different because you're jerking the weight to get it up. The main difference between a 1-arm dead stop row and a regular 1-arm row is obviously the dead stop, which makes the concentric part of the motion harder by eliminating the stretch reflex. So here I like to my leg to the side. I start with the top of the dumbbell on the floor. I come up and then down, reset, touch the floor. The second I kind of go like this, I twist, or my chin's kind of going like that, I'm done. I'm so happy from that bench press, guys. Like, you actually don't even understand. That just made my year. Okay, so exercise number 4 is a dumbbell curl on the preacher machine, but reversing it. So similar to the 1-arm dead stop row, I tried to eliminate as much of a possibility of cheating as possible. So sit here, rest my upper arms on the back of the pad, always hands up. 1. I got this one from John Meadows. When I did that video on him, and this is actually his favorite bicep exercise. I've been using it ever since because the burn is absolutely insane. And once I get to my 3rd set, because I usually do 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, I get to failure, and then I switch over to hammer curls to bang out an extra 4 to 5 reps to get some more tension on the bicep. Exercise number 5 is the standing dumbbell shoulder press. Look, there's nothing more alpha than doing the standing barbell press, but I have found this one to be insane at building my cap delts. Am I just saying I have cap delts? I don't want to sound cocky right there. I can guarantee you if you do a set of 12 with the dumbbells versus a set of 12 with the barbell, you are going to feel it so much more with the dumbbell.
Yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Usually 3 to 4 sets in the 8 to 12 rep range. And then if you do a drop set, see you later, delts. Exercise number 6 is the lateral raise. Not a specific movement, but just the concept of, I don't count reps when I do lateral raises anymore. I find specifically with lateral raises, if you have a rep range, that's kind of where you set your cap and set your boundaries, and then I'll add weight over time when I feel like all 3 of my sets just seem too easy. One of my favorite variations is my head on a surface again to remove any sort of cheating. Slightly in front of you. 1, 2. So those were my top 6 favorite exercises. I encourage you guys to give them a shot and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. With that said, that was an amazing full body workout. Now it's time to head home and make meal number 2. In the morning when I wake up, I crave something salty, but after the gym, I crave something sweet. So I'm gonna show you guys what I make post-workout. It is a Greek yogurt parfait. So I'm gonna start off with 1 cup or 233 grams of some Liberté 0% Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of some pure cocoa powder. There we go. We're gonna go with 12 grams of PB2 because chocolate and peanut butter is a lot like you and I, Kofi. We're good on its own, but we're better together. Don't you think? Yeah. I'm still waiting on your answer.
What? Sounds like pretty much like a Neo song, but I do agree.
Yeah. Some stevia for some sweetness, just put this to taste. I usually put quite a bit, around a teaspoon. And then last but not least, I add some coconut flakes. Guys, do not be afraid of fat. I used to be so afraid of fat because it has a lot of calories. For not that much volume, whole foods that are nutritious and high in fat will have the same effect in filling you up. So 15 grams is 100 calories. We're gonna put it in. Base is done and now it's time to add the topping. So I'm gonna go with 100 grams of banana. I never eliminate fruit from my diet or my personal life, so cut up 100 grams That banana was exactly 100 grams. Love how that works out. The killer of a yogurt parfait is the granola because there's so much fat and calories in that. So what I like to do instead of granola is use some Magic Spoon cereal, high protein cereal, 0 grams of sugar, very low in fat and very high in protein, and it tastes amazing. So I do half of a serving of the chocolate flavor and then half of a serving of the peanut butter flavor. 140 calories per serving, which is 1 cup. So that's a massive serving. I will say also, they have the funnest boxes in the game. Like, you cannot beat that. Like, look how weird that is. It's like you're on LSD. And there you have it, everybody, a very high protein yogurt parfait bowl. You're gonna eat this whole thing. It's gonna sit in your stomach for a couple hours because it's gonna keep you full. Obviously, you can customize this however you want to. If you want a more fruity bowl, mix in some jam with the yogurt, top it with some berries, fruit Magic Spoon flavors like blueberry muffin, which is amazing. If you wanna pick up any Magic Spoon, use my link in the description. Code WILL will save you $5 off your first order. Calories and macros will be on the screen right now, and look at this. It's like a DQ Blizzard, it's like an adhesive. Banana, Magic Spoon, yogurt, peanut butter, coconut in one mix. I just logged out for a second, that's so good. Wow. Excuse the mess in here, it is, I feel very embarrassed, so Kofi, make sure you zoom it in quite a bit, okay? The next thing we are gonna talk about is supplements, and I have taken everything under the sun in hopes to build muscle that you can legally buy in a store. Now, as you can see, I take a lot of supplements here, but if I could only recommend one, and I only really recommend one, that is creatine monohydrate, 5 grams a day, baby. And you know what? A lot of people who are on it, they're like, I don't even notice that I'm on it, but try going off of it. I've done that and you truly notice the difference. Everything else here is an added bonus and a supplement to your diet. If you can't get enough protein in, get some whey protein. If you can't get enough protein and calories in, well, you guys are in luck because BPN just came out with a new product called Strong Food. It is a meal replacement filled with whole foods, very good quality calories. So you have a tough time, you guys know drinking your calories is super easy. So I'm gonna have a giveaway right now in this video. 2 people are gonna win a free tub of Strong Food. All you have to do is comment down below, if you could have your own protein powder flavor, what would it be? I will reach out to you guys on June 7th in the comments, and you guys are gonna win one of these tubs. It is now 3:15 and it's time for meal number 3, so I don't really snack anymore. I like to have 4 bigger meals during the day. It keeps my appetite down. I usually make a salad, and every single day it's different. It's not an exact science, but it's always worthy of a thorough tossing. So I have 150 grams of a kale superfood blend mixed in the bowl right here. We're gonna top it off with 6 ounces of some shrimp, 75 grams of cucumber, 1 full gala apple, and then I have some goat cheese, which is kind of random, but I've been craving a milked goat ever since running into MJ last week. So a little bit of goat cheese, which is actually quite macro friendly. And then now, instead of croutons, because croutons have a lot of calories and just oils in it, I use some everything bagel rice cakes. I just crush them up as my croutons, crack them right on top. Salads are great, they have a lot of volume, they keep you full, and they have a lot of nutrients in them. The killer is always the dressing. Some dressings are so bad that you may as well just go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac because they're loaded with so much fat, and that is because of the oil. I never use oil unless it's for something that spit can't conquer. So what we are gonna do is make a salad dressing that is oil-free. 3 tablespoons of a vinegar of choice. 1, 2,
3.
Now we're going in with 2 tablespoons of some Dijon mustard. 1, 2,
3.
No, there's just 2. I don't eliminate, I try to reduce my artificial sweeteners, but 1 tablespoon of some Walden Farms right on top. Just like that. And then we're gonna toss the salad. So on top of getting my 10,000 steps every single day, I come down here and do around 15 to 20 minutes of a pretty high intensity cardio just to work on my heart health, because the last thing you want to do in the gym is when you're doing an exercise and you have to fail that lift because of your heart and not the actual muscle that you're training. So I find by doing just 20 minutes a day, not that much, when I get into later parts of my workouts and later parts of my sets, I'm able to stick with it much longer and therefore more volume, more muscle growth. So today's workout, today's cardio is going to be on the rower. Oh, I'm telling you, 20 minutes is all you need. Time to go shower and then get some dinner. We're on our way to go get some dinner. We're getting some sushi. We get sushi way too much, don't we?
Not enough.
Not enough. Back in the day, I would never allow myself to go out to eat. Now I go out very, very often. I do like a mixture of calorie counting and intuitive eating because it's not that serious, guys. One day, if I'm below my maintenance calories and I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna force it. At the same time, if I'm over my maintenance calories one day and I'm still hungry, I'm gonna eat. I'm just gonna listen to my body. At the end of the day, all those fluctuations will still kind of just baseline and even out, you know? The most important thing to me now is my performance in the gym. And if I'm performing well, I know I'm eating the right amount of foods, eating the right foods too. But if I'm not performing well in the gym, I kind of go back to the drawing board and kind of see what's going on. The reason why sushi is so great is because it's very easy to fit it into your calories because you can make it very lean and high in protein as long as you don't use tempura and all like the spicy mayos and crap like that. So with that said, my order is pretty much the whitest order possible. It's probably the equivalent of going to Ruth's Chris and ordering a chicken club. So I have chicken teriyaki roll, a beef tataki roll, and then of course the generic California roll. Calories, I'm just gonna estimate it. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know exactly, but that's totally okay. Look at all of that chicken in that roll. Back at home now, and I'm gonna wrap up the video here. I do not take the gym or my diet as seriously as I used to, but I do not think that's a bad thing. If you are so strict and serious about something, are you really having fun with it? I have found that taking a step back and actually remembering why I started and just enjoying it, I feel so much more passionate about what I do. When I'm in the gym, I'm excited to train because I'm doing it the amount of times that I want to with my diet. I just love it. If you take a step back, you put so much more into it, and that's just my 2 cents. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to drop it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one.